Hi guys! Today we're going to practice finding least common denominators to help us add and subtract our fractions. So we have some notes that we're going to take. Our first note says identify the multiples of your denominators. We're going to start with the smallest digit first. Number 2 says find the smallest number that they have in common. We practiced this yesterday. We'll do it again. And number 3, make equivalent fractions, and then finally we can add or subtract. Again, our steps 1 through 3 are exactly the same regardless if we have an addition or subtraction problem. Now it's going to be a really good time for you to pause your video, copy all of these notes down. Once you're done copying, start up the video. I'll be right here. Alright, so let's do some practice problems. Our first problem is going to be 9/10 minus 4/15. We're writing vertically. Oops. (9/10 minus 4/15). So the first thing we're going to do, step number 1, was to write the multiples of our denominators, smallest digit first. So my first smallest digit is 10. I'll write that over here, and my other denominator is 15. So I'm going to go through and write my multiples. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Next one is 15, so we have 15, 30. Stop right there. There's my common multiple, the smallest number that they have in common. Step 2 is make those equivalent fractions. So my denominator I just found out is going to be 30 for each. 30 and 30. So I'm going to figure out how I get 30. 10 times what equals 30? 3. And I do to the bottom, I'm going to do to the top. 3 times 9 is 27. 15 times what equals 30? Times 2, times 2 to the top, oops, 4 times 2 equals 8. Again, if we're not sure about this number, we can look back. 10 times what? 10 times 1, 2, 3. 10 times 3 gave me 30. 15 times what? 1, 2. 15 times 2 gave me 30. Now I have my common denominators. I made my equivalent fractions. Now I can simply add. 27 plus 8 is 35/30ths. Okay, so we have an improper fraction here that we would want to change. How many 30s are in 35? 1. There would be 5 left over. And we're left with 5/30ths, which could simplify even more because I know 5 goes into 30. So we would still have 1. So if I divide by 5, I would have 1/6. Okay? Let's do our next one. Alright, 5/6 minus 3/4. Again, we're going to start with step 1, listing our multiples of our denominators, smallest first. So our smallest digit is 4 and 6. So we have 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That should be good enough. 6, 6, 12. Done. 12 is my least common denominator. I need to do 12 here and 12 here. So how do I get 12? 6 times 2. Times 2 on the bottom, times 2 on the top. 5 times 2 is 10. Times 3. 4 times 3 equals 12, so times 3 on the top. 3 times 3 is 9. Now, I think I added for the last one. We were supposed to subtract. It's okay. 10 times minus 9 is 1/12. Okay, 1/12. That's why we ended up with an improper fraction for the last one. All right, the next one you guys are going to try on your own. This will be one that I'll look for in class when you get here, even though you're here. 5/8 minus 1/6. Again, you want to start off with listing your multiples. So we're going to start off with our smallest digit, which is 6. the next digit, which is 8. So again, this is a great time to pause, work this problem out, go back and look at the other ones that we just did together to help you out, and then come back and see me. All right, now let's practice with the addition. Steps are still the same. We're only going to do one since I messed up the one subtraction that was supposed to be addition. We kind of already did it. So we're going to do 2/5 plus 1/3. Okay? Step number 1, we're going to list our multiples. Smallest digit first, 3 and 5. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. I'll stop there. 5, 10, 15. Okay? There's my least common denominator. So I need to get this to 15ths and this to 15ths. So let's make our equivalent fractions. 5 times 3 equals 15. So 2 times 3, 6. 3 times 5 equals 15 times 5 on the top equals 5. And we're really adding this one. 6 plus 5 is 11. My denominator stays the same, 15ths. All right, the next one you guys are going to do on your own. Get it all set up for you. Let's do 2/9 plus 1/6. Okay? And again, my smallest denominator digit is 6. The biggest is 9. So go ahead and copy that down. Pause the video. I'll be looking for all of the notes plus this equation here and the subtraction equation that we did. Bye guys. Hopefully I did a little bit better this time. See ya.